Hey everybody, the Surreal here, and welcome to Kona. I'm just trying to remember if I need to change anything. Options, graphics, the field of view. I've actually had that at max and it feels weird, so I think I'll just leave that at default. Controls, audio. I want to make sure everything's good. Narration frequency, play all. Important only. No, play everything. Subtitles are fine. Sure, that's good. Controls. Button prompts, tooltips. Crosshair disabled. Crosshair will be a nice thing. Then I know what I'm looking at. Yes, please. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's begin. Oh. Delete. Yay! Alright, let us begin. Loading. Kona is an amazing game. From what I've played of it, I've really enjoyed it. And as you've seen there, that was a 3.5 hour game. Oh, it was at the time I finished playing, or stopped playing it. I don't remember which. It was one or the other. I either stopped playing the game, or... it's either a 3.5 hour game save, or I stopped playing it at 3 in the morning. I don't remember which one is actually correct. It's taken a while to load up though. There we go. Such a good game though. Northern Quebec, October 1970. There's a lot of dialogue.
Faubert sought information for a living. That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal.
So I'll be keeping stum for the most part.
Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always been. The client pays, Carl gets it done.
But yeah, there's a lot of narration.
He had set up to meet at the general store, his client's business. Well, actually, the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it.
So I'll just be rather quiet, or at least try to be, for the most part. So it's a very story-driven game, so there's that. Oh yeah.
The roads were bad, muddy, or snowed in. It was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
The rest stop. Just a stone. Oh, I can go in here. Oh. Open. Hello. A brochure. Manistan. It will be good. Oh wow. Northern Quebec and its inexhaustible resources. The province of Quebec sits on an inexhaustible abundance of natural resources. Why not take advantage of this? Our valuable minerals could travel the world and reach places as far as Dallas, USA. Get involved and invest now. Quebec's economic might will be awakened at the heart of the wilderness. The north is swarming with wolves, caribous bears, partridges, foxes, snowy owls, and hordes of other majestic creatures that are every bit the equals of Africa's wildlife. We are the Africa of America. Come discover the north and experience a genuine white jungle. Oh, nice. Oh wait, there might have been another page. Shit. Yeah, there's usually a back page. I always forget how this works. The county of Manistan and its people wish to see you very soon. Very nice. There's also our journal.
Ever diligent in his work, always carried his log on him, in which he scribbled down thoughts and leads alike during the course of his investigations.
And you'll see we actually have like different pages, photos. But if I actually just read this, it actually tells you all there is. So this is a case of vandalism. Son of a wealthy Chicago banker, Hamilton made his own gold rush in the north of Quebec, where he established a copper mine and helped his family's small fortune thrive. You can't make a fortune without breaking a few lives. That's a saying Hamilton lives by. The expansion of his copper mine certainly did not help him make new friends. Oh wow. Okay, Hamilton is accusing the Cree people of attacking his estate, especially his luxurious hunting lodge somewhere north of Chibugamau? Yet another way to make friends? The Kree certainly do not hold him dear. His mind's probably upset the Great Spirit. This vandalism case is definitely for me. It needs the eye of a professional. I'm meeting Hamilton at the general store, 1533 Lorang. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Is that all? Yep. Now if I just read the bios for everybody, which is biography 1 of 10. These must be the pages. Carl Faubert, Montreal 42, a PD, private detective. I'm a private detective. It pays the bills along with my veteran's pension for my time in Korea. Usually I'm hired to track unfaithful husbands, but divorces are expensive, so infidelities are scarce these days. William Hamilton hired me. He had a check and many promises, and I really wanted to leave Montreal. And Lake Atamipek is the perfect place to get away. When you want to leave, you leave. So this is Hamilton, 55 and a businessman. A rich industrialist, much hated and much loved. Anything that isn't his in the Manor region he wants. Buying is his only power. Hamilton has complained time and time again of being persecuted. Sometimes he'll say it's the people of Lake Atamipek, and sometimes the Kree people. Some would say he deserves it. When you exploit people, the least you can do is stay away from them. And there you go. All I could hear was like frickin' things breaking behind me. Do. The hell? They're creepy. I don't actually know what you'd class this game as in terms of genre. It's mostly a survival game. It's a survival investigation game, really. But it's also incredibly creepy at points. Right, so we got a pincer and 2 fire starters. Very nice. But yeah, it's incredibly creepy. Because, I don't know, it's just the way the game is, I suppose. It's very unsettling and just very... Oh, a bottle. Nice. There's also something... Oh. It looked like there was something on the bench. Like an icon or something. There's an icon there. Oh. How often does a road need to be closed to require 2 picnic tables at its gate? Oh yeah, and I also need to remember this. If I go onto this and withdraw, there's a fire starter in the boot of the truck. Just figured I'd get that while I can.
Never mentioned a roadblock barrier.
Shit.
Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it. Still not a soul in sight. There was no point in waiting any longer. Carl had to figure this one out by himself. Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
Down to business. There we go.
William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here. The populace was divided when it came to the affluent men. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him. Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people. Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another.
Interesting.
So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself.
Oh dear. Oh, that sounded painful. I assume we just knocked the fuck out. How fun. Well, I hate when stuff just goes black for no reason, because it makes me scared, and think the game just froze. Okay, good. A few hours later. Oh god. Oh, Jesus.
The cold and the pain required urgent care.
What happened? It's like... What happened? Was there an avalanche? It's just like a shitload of snow. Kona. Ba ba ba. Wow. We're also injured. How fun. This was not the victim.
The driver had taken off. It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance.
First
Carl
kits.
needed help.
Oh. First aid kit served to heal Carl's wounds. Open the door. Oh wait, it's... How do I crouch? Oh, left bumper. So weird.
It was a small
Locked iron box.
engraved with the letters W.H.
William Hamilton.
Taking it, nothing was to be left to chance.
There's a picture. Isabel.
Such heart-wrenching Nordic poetry that was. But Carl didn't care much about flowery language.
Isabel, you gave meaning to everything. When you disappeared, so did purity. I would defend purity against the winds, the tides, against ice and blizzard. Huh. Interesting. Well, that's all I need from you, Mr. Carr. I think if I open the...
His last hope was to find an abandoned garage or a farm by the roadside.
Oh, there we go.
His life depended on it.
Go, go, go! There's a cabin. South Atamipek. Heat sources prevent Carl from freezing to death and save the game. Oh yeah, I forgot they actually do save the game.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Shush, Carl, complaining. What have I told you about complaining, boy? Boom. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you have 3 meters. You've got a health meter, a heat meter, and a fear meter. When under stress, Carl is less accurate and runs shorter distances. That's fear, though. It says stress, but it's fear. What's that? Oh, it's matches. I don't know what the matches are for, to be honest. Anyway, we got some chins.
Better than he had hoped. Carl Faubert had succeeded once more, and was now on his way to new adventures.
Also, while we're in a nice place, or a new place, let's have a look at if the book's been filled anymore. Nope. We do have the crash, though. So, the crash, 1 of 2. An accident. I haven't been this shaken up since Korea. And then it shows their car. Abandoned car. Who was the driver in the other car? Whoever it was, they don't have a snowball's chance in hell if they intended to continue on foot. Besides, why did they leave so suddenly? A nice little bit of poetry on the back of a beautiful face. That reckless driver was also, a melancholic. Iron locked box. A locked box. Would it be wrong to look inside? Surely I would find some clue as to who that reckless driver was. I'd still need to find the key, though. I just really like how this game's put together. There are more things to do with the crash. There's also the cold mystery. A cold mystery? Where's all this snow coming from? They say the fall is an unpredictable season, but this is something else. No kidding. And I don't think there's anything else as of yet. So there's that. Yeah, there's nothing else. So we have actually like 10 bio pages? Wow. That's a lot of pages. Shit. Oh. Cool. I guess. Yeah, it's saved. You can also light up these things for one reason or another. I generally do, because they're a nice thing to have out in the wild. And they also save your game. Because you're not always going to come across a cabin that you can just open. I'm just going up here to see if there's anything or not. Okay. One thing I do know is that when you go into the investigations, like the crash for example, on the next page... Oh wait, no, here we go. On a cold mystery, you'll notice there's a lot of, like, these icons. That basically means there's a picture that is supposed to fit into that part, and you have to take the pictures. Yeah. 9 times out of 10 it gives you kind of a hint as to what the picture is. Right, we got the chains. I don't, but what the fuck? Hang on a minute, what? I don't want to bring that up. It's just, they put something under the shack. Weird. very much so. Either way, now we have the chains, we can actually get out of this ditch we ended up driving ourselves into. Come on, lay chains. Ta-da! Oh, he needs to heal. Oh yeah, I forgot. Consumable. Health kit, there you go. He also has cigarettes, which I don't care about. There we go, we're back to good health. I'll also deposit the cigarettes because they do relieve your stress, but you don't need them. And I personally don't really like them either, so sod that. There we go, now we can get back in on our merry way. I want to turn the radio back on. Almost. God. Turn it on. Oh, good. Whew. It's quite weird having the music on, given, like, the situation and everything, but I do prefer it. It makes me feel less on edge, honestly. I wouldn't say the game's a horror. Not really. It has some rather, not horrific moments, but it's got some very genuinely scary things, or genuinely scary moments, but I wouldn't consider the game to be a horror game.
A few acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes. The Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era, by the metal mining industry. Was running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
That was basically a hint to say, don't try and stop off at different locations. Go to the general store, you tit. I know that from the first time I played the game, because I tried to just go everywhere. Okay, there we go. We made it! Alright, cool. The general store. Before I go inside...
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally, had seen its share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away.
Right, toilet. Now, the reason I want this is because if you go over here, there's also some wolves. Alright, over there. Yeah, if I use this and take a picture, there you go.
Prince? Carl found a surprise at every turn. Was the camera faulty, or was it a possible lead?
Notice of how everything gets put together. It's really cool. This is where the first, not twist is, but... yeah, bam!
No trouble recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out. But only a detective could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close. That the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized.
Obviously we need to snap a picture of it. And there it is. Yep. There's also the...
Carl felt a chill down his spine and had a terrifying realization. If Hamilton was dead, then who was going to pay him?
We got an envelope.
What could be inside that envelope? Carl was taken aback. He knew this address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box for the Canadian Secret Service.
So Mr. John Vaux, Montreal. Ah. Interesting. Before I do anything, I need to get into better light. And get my journal. Yeah, there. Now we have a bunch of different things. There's investigation, which I think is just... it's done. Is it right? Oh, wait, there we are. I was here to investigate some window smashes, and I end up with a dead body on my hands. Hamilton was murdered. I need to shed some light on this. What an upgrade. Yep, my employer is now dead. Does it tell you, like, when he died? No. I was wondering if it would. Either way. I should really just switch back and then choose what I want to read. The crash I don't think will have had anything else. Nope. Cold Mystery, however, does. So it's like... there... So I saw some very weird ice earlier that seemed to be lit up from within. I'd never seen anything like it. I don't know the chemical process in which pictures reveal invisible prints. I have to say it looks entirely supernatural. Caribou footprints? Oh wow, they actually lead off to the distance. Interesting. And I think that's it. No, it isn't. That's my luck. My client is dead, everything is going wrong. Mr. John Vo, yeah, Secret Service address. An envelope torn open, addressed to the street Secret Service. If I remember correctly, this whole thing is more intricate than it seems. Interesting. We do also have a flashlight, which I do need, because I can't bloody see. Mysterious unbranded cans. Oh. Didn't even travel half the province of Quebec to come here. So what's this? No thanks, I ate too many of those in Korea. What is it? Oh, beef jerky. Nice. Gotta love some beef jerky.
Amateur hunters showing some pride in having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought.
Nothing there.
A nice picture of the Magasin La Chance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened. It feels frozen in time, from an era long forgotten. Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already.
Perhaps. Okay. There's a brochure, which I think is one I already read. Quebec's Klondike, even. Turn it into your reality now. Oh wow, this is actually new. Quebec's Klondike. Northern Quebec's economy is booming. The north of Chibougamo's area's population will soon reach 30,000 souls, among which thousands of happy families will be prospering thanks to the hard labor of their fathers, who will be contributing valiantly in expanding Quebec's national wealth. Mines and hydroelectricity, hunting and fishing, the true Canadian dream. Turn it into your reality now. The mines, a sector in full expansion. Did you know that since 1960, Canada tripled the amount of resource royalties it collects? Did you know that the country's true source of richness is lying under your very feet at this very moment? The building of our schools and our hospitals depends on minerals. Exploiting our resources, the road to our future. And then it says, the county of Manor, Stan and its people wish to see you very soon. It says the same. And then there's... a secretary wouldn't be luxury in here. We also have cash register instructions. To open the cash register, punch the price, 2 numbers minimum, press sale, turn the crank 2 times, punch the machine if it doesn't work. Oh! Very good, actually. Oh, that's a breaker box. Anything else in here? Nope. Oh!
Maintaining his composure, Carl recalled something
the
from
wolves.
his military training. Wolves always stay away from populated areas. Was it about bears? Carl was no electrician, but he could identify a wiring problem when he saw one.
So what were the wolves rooting around in? Just the trash? Seems like it. Oh, draft letter. So what's this? Let it...
Hate was in the air. Seems like some villagers barely tolerated each other.
Oh. So what's this? Let it be known you're nothing more than a brigand, a robber, a garbage hoarder, a viper, a leech, a monster. You are holding a knife at my throat. Too bad for me, but... Oh. Oh dear. That's just not good. Alright. Right. Suppose we're good. Interesting. We need to oh yeah. We need to refuel, which we can do. Oh no, we can't actually do it yet. No.
A milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottles. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit.
Alright. Yeah, it's here where you can fill it up, but...
The pumps wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood, they had to be switched on from inside the store.
Can I unlock this? Oh.
Something fell to the bottom of the box.
Oh. Interesting. This part of the game's creeped me the fuck out.
An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
My god. Yeah, that scared me so bloody much. So I was like, okay, the game must be... It's a horror game. And I just started to... Not necessarily freak out, but it definitely caught me by surprise. A note. Customer credit. Oh wow, we actually have all their names.
Log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
So Louise Blaise, Wilfred Roy, Regine Bluen, Saul Marcow, Rosette Armand, J.G. Lamoth even, Ghislaine Pouliot, and Sylvie Bedard. Oh, interesting. It had their address and everything. What the fuck? Oh, the garage key. Oh, how nice. Oh, and a note. Letter from Gillies.
Carl knew that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store.
Gilles.
That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see.
You know what, Hamilton? I have a frog in my throat, and when people have a frog in their throat, they do not take risks by going to work. Customers could catch it, right? I'm a wise man. Not to worry, I will have a nice doctor's note, which I'm going out to get right now. Sadly, in the meantime, I will have to close down the shop. Unless you would like to come fill in for me, I wouldn't dare advise you, after all. You must know how it's done, since it's yours now. With kind regards, your dedicated manager, Gilles. Oh, there's a phone. Dial tones.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
Surprised? There we go. Right, so how do we do this? Punch any two numbers in, hit sail, turn the crank. Oh! Hey, we got a key too. Hey, it's for the post. Sweet, so now we can get whatever fell in the post box. I'll also climb up here because there's sherry wine. I'm pretty sure is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Literally just cherry wine. Either way, I got some stuff. I got scotch tape, which I needed. I need scotch tape to fix the generator. While I remember, I'll go do this. No, this is locked, so it's a good idea to just do this. Bah! No, it'll open. Ta-da! Right, post box. Open on it. Oh, there's a gun.
The murder weapon.
Ooh.
What was that doing there, Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key.
Oh, yeah.
Shame he got unlucky. Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
It is as a citizen of Her Majesty and the free economic chambers of the world that I must address what follows to the proper authorities. The worst is happening at this very moment. I cannot write at length, but I am requesting immediate help from my country. I believe the free world is in grave danger. A member of my community, the Honourable... God knows, the Honourable something. And I'll go back in here and see if there's any new journal. I can't, because there's no power. Fuck. I know. If I go over to this, right here, and light it... I need firewood. Shit! I'd forgotten about needing wood. I forgot, there is a jump button. It's RB, which is really strange. Is this firewood? Yeah. Right, I just need a log. Then I can light it and then read. Although I don't think that would really work. Even if you was next to some fire, if it was freezing cold, it would still be really cold. I am pretty sure it wouldn't work this way. I don't know if I had any new entries. I probably did. Probably did, actually. To do with this, I definitely did. Wow, okay. Okay. More intricate than it seems. Is getting rid of the murder weapon by putting it in a mailbox really the best way? There most likely won't be any prints on it. I would have paid to see the postman's face when he found the thing, though. So this is another envelope addressed to Vo from the Secret Service. There's a key inside. The killer must not have known it was there, or they would have taken it. I'm one step ahead of them. Investigative hypothesis. I can easily trace back the chain of events. Hamilton wants to send a very confidential denunciation letter to the Secret Service in Ottawa. He is planning on sending the letter inside of a locked box and to send the key separately. It's cumbersome, but he's doing what he can. But something throws him off while he's in a hurry. He locks everything and mails the key. But the box somehow ends up in his killer's hands. When you find death threats and the person threatened is found dead, one could say the case solves itself. Only a shame the note isn't signed. Oh wow, we got another thing. Why is this one so different, like so far down? Gilles Lachance went to the doctors. Now I need to know if the doctors are... is it Gilles? I know how to lead the perfect investigation. Interesting. I really should, if it's got like a bit of text down here or something, what I should do is make sure I've got every other bit leading up to that, so there's not just a break in text. I'll reread it later, once I have found the other bits of information. Either way, we need to go into the garage. Or garage, if you want to say it that way. Oh, nothing in here. Ah, surprising. Hey-o! I can't see a thing. Oh, there's a crowbar.
The crowbar was stuck under the lift. Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet.
Aha, there we go. The pliers. So we have pliers, we have scotch tape, we can repair it. That gives off an awful tone. Okay. Well, we got the pliers, we can repair the generator and then actually get power back into the place. Yeah. Should be able to. Either way. Oh, there we go. Repair! And start her up. There we go. Now all I need to do is repair this. Which is currently set to the mains. Okay, electricity turned off. Electricity from generator! Right, so there's now power in here. What I actually need, however, is the garage to have power. Oh. Okay. I think the garage needs all the power, because otherwise, like, it lights up, but there's a part in here that wouldn't work if you don't turn off the electricity, because there's only so much electricity coming from the generator, basically. Right, so if I press this... There it is! Now I got the crowbar!
At long last, the crowbar was within Carl's grasp.
Nice.
Surely it would come in handy at some point.
Yeah! Awesome. But now if I go back in here, go without anything, and then just switch the breaker box back on. There we go, we have heat, we have lights, we have everything. Ta-da! Not too shabby. Right, so we're done. Oh man. Yay! And now I think what I do But what a good idea to do now is continue with the cold mystery, which is essentially just following these wolf tracks, you know, finding more of
Carl
this.
was beginning to know the store and its surroundings like the back of his hand. The Seeker had sought.
The Seeker had sought. Yep, follow the wolf tracks, and it will eventually lead to something straight ahead, which still gives me chills. But the worst part was, when I first played, this creeped me the fuck out, because if I get closer, you'll hear something. That noise,
I wondered what the hell could that thing be?
it's so,
It looked like a
not
man
scary, it's just creepy.
fossilized in ice.
Yeah, it's really weird. Boom. There we
All
go.
of a sudden, Carl felt like he was pulled inside a world of dreams, a cold, unknown dimension. Somehow, self-control was slipping from his grasp.
Oh. Someone's running. Oh god. Running and being chased. How fun. So there's a journal. Mysterious journal. Page
All
whoa.
appearances, this was a hunting log. Better yet, a war diary.
Mysterious journal, page 1. The beast enjoys long slumbers. Its sanctuary seems impregnable. Ice is Ice is everywhere. I need to exercise patience and wait for it to come out. To think like a hunter. The beast often invades the settlements bordering the lake. It terrorizes the white people. They never see it coming. But they feel its presence, a cold dread grabbing at your innards. The beast excites the wolves, makes them more aggressive. One attacked me. I had to cut its throat. The blade digging into its flesh made the sound of a taut wire. The beast is getting closer to the villagers. It moves at night, bringing heavy snow and strong gusts of wind along with it. I tracked it to no avail. I do not know the white man frozen in ice, but I do know this. It is the work of the beast. Its attacks curdle the blood of its victims. White men know nothing of this force of nature. I touched the ice, imprisoning the white man. I saw things, but I do not understand them. It was as if past and present were one, or as if I was a spider and with my 8 eyes, I could see backwards and forwards simultaneously. This beast, this creature, is not of this world. I must find the beast again, and if necessary, eliminate it. More footprints. A wolf. Interesting. Oh.
What
We got a
do
necklace.
these engraved numbers mean? A fresh path suddenly appeared before Carl.
739. Oh, so it did. Oh dear. Huh. Right. Not entirely sure if it's leading anywhere else. Oh, it's leading to a truck. Oh!
Carl had that feeling you get when you immerse your frozen hands in hot water. What happened?
What on earth?
Now at least he knew who the unfortunate man petrified in ice was. Gilles Lachance, the general store's manager himself.
Gilles Lachance. Oh. Whenever I hear the name Lachance, it reminds
Would be
me...
the worst parking job ever.
It reminds me of the Raven.
Carl to judge, though. It may be customary to park like that around these parts.
Yeah.
Not.
It reminds me of the Raven, because in that there was Lucien Lachance. But wasn't he French? Pretty sure. Either way...